Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and I'm here with the Houston Public Library to bring y'all another book chat. In June, we celebrate Pride Month by honoring the lives and accomplishments of LGBTQ plus individuals. In honor of Pride, I have some recommendations for books that celebrate love. Now, these books don't all fit into the romance genre. Some of them deal with darker themes, and they don't all end with a happily ever after like we might want them to, but they all feature a great queer love story at the heart, so let's start chatting. First on our list today, we have one of my all-time favorite rom-com books, Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. This contemporary romance novel riffs on Pride and Prejudice with an opposites attract plotline. The stars of this book are Elle, an energetic and quirky astrology buff, and Darcy, an overly serious actuary. Darcy and Elle start fake dating after a terrible blind date set up by Darcy's brother, who works with Elle. The two of them couldn't have less in common, but Darcy wants to get her family off her back about finding someone new after her last breakup, and Elle agrees to go along for the ride. A series of fake dates and cute Instagram posts have the two of them feeling a little something real leading up to their fake performance at the upcoming family holidays. Will the two of them be able to overcome their differences and fall in love? Or will their fake dating end in a real heartbreak? You have to read the book to find out, but it is cute, sexy, fast-paced, and fun, so I highly recommend it. Next up, we have The Extraordinaries by T.J. Klune. This is a young adult novel by the author of one of my favorite books in the world, The House in the Cerulean Sea. The setting in this novel is Nova City, in a world where superheroes are real. Our protagonist, Nick, is not a superhero though. He's a superhero fan who spends his time writing romantic fan fiction about the heroes and villains that make the news. When he has a run-in with his all-time favorite hero and super crush, Shadowstar, Nick sets out to become something more than just a fanfiction writer. He wants to become extraordinary. Like Klune's other novels, this book is cutesy and fun. Fanfiction readers and writers alike will adore Klune's depictions of the fanfic community, which are all spot on. And this is a quirky, fantastical love story that will delight both teen and adult audiences alike. Next on our list today, we have Honey Girl by Morgan Rogers. This book isn't a romantic comedy, but it definitely has a fair share of romance and love throughout it. Honey Girl begins with our protagonist, Grace Porter, getting married to a stranger in Vegas. This is totally out of character for Grace, who just earned her PhD and has always followed a really strict life plan that she set for herself. Most of all, Grace doesn't want to disappoint her very strict military father. But as Grace struggles to find a job and figure out what her life is going to be like after graduation, she finds happiness in the stranger that she married, a mystical and charming girl named Yuki. So, Grace abandons her responsibilities for the summer and flies to New York City to spend time getting to know her wife. But running away doesn't solve Grace's problems, and the longer Grace avoids the real issues going on in her life, the greater her anxiety and depression become. Grace has to figure out if she'll be able to find the career she wants and keep the girl that she married, or if she'll have to choose between the two of them. Again, you're going to have to read the book to find out how this one ends, but I can promise that this is a great read by a dazzling new voice in fiction. And finally, we've got one more young adult novel, They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. And now I want to give you all a fair warning before you pick up this book. The title is true. This book is about two strangers, Mateo and Rufus, who learn that they're both going to die at some point in the next 24 hours. In order to make the most of their last moments on Earth, they join an app called Last Friend, which helps people find a soon-to-be-dead person with whom they can spend their last day. Mateo and Rufus meet and set out to have the best last day possible, although they both know what's coming before the clock strikes midnight. This book is lovely and devastating in turns. Not only is it a beautiful story about making the most out of every moment that life has to offer, but it also features an absolutely heart-wrenching romance between the two main characters. This is a book that invites us to reflect on young love, instant connection, and all of the fleeting moments that we share with strangers that give our life meaning. It's sad, but love can be sad sometimes, and this book perfectly captures those complicated emotions. And that is all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in to another book chat with the Houston Public Library. I hope you liked these good Pride Month recommendations. If you'd like, you can place a hold on any of these items on our library website at www.houstonlibrary.org. You can also request a custom reading list tailored to your exact reading preferences, also on our library website. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.